Now I am live, so I will start, and you guys can participate and interact. So here is the live link as well, and I ignore the I tried to create an image. It's not doing the right image, I guess. I don't know, but hopefully you guys can see me. It should be live. Yep. Okay. But the picture's wrong. The image is wrong. I was trying to. I use ChatGPT to generate my images, and of course it gets it wrong. So ignore the stupid bubble. But you get the point. Here are some ways that you guys can master the English language. Okay. Now, everyone cannot be fluent overnight. No one can speak like a native overnight. It definitely takes time. It takes patience. It takes dedication. All right. So you guys need to be on your A game when it comes to speaking English, right? So it takes a lot of patience to be able to do what you need to do, especially when those want to speak English like a native. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys some tidbits, some tips, some examples, and explain as much as I can. And then you guys, please interact in the chat. Let me know what you want to ask, what speaking struggles you have. I'm not an expert when it comes to writing. I'm not an expert when it comes to perfection of grammar. That would be something for teacher Nima and other teachers in the Discord hub. I mean, of course, I can look it up, but honestly, as an American, we could give a rat's ass about grammar. But non-native English speakers are going to be able to be more concise when it comes to the grammatical rules and stuff like that. So forget it, that's not my forte. You'll be better off asking grammatical questions to non-natives. I'll try to do research, but that's the best I can do. So with that out of the way, with that said, I'll get started with my first point. So I want to know like the struggles that you guys have as you're learning the English language. I want to know like your biggest struggles that you guys have in regards to speaking English. So what is it that the hardships, what is it that you're actually trying to get out of? What is it you're trying to get out of mastering the language, if that makes sense? All right, what do you want to get out of that? What do you want to get out of mastering this language? What is the goal? What is the goal? All right. The goal that you're aiming for. The goal you're looking for. That's what I want to know. And I guess I can do this. I guess I just do that. I hate giving you such a bland look. That's funny. Why am I still black to you guys? Oh well. I thought I fixed that. Although I guess I could do this. Video? Oh, okay, cool. Now that's better. I can't discuss about random subjects. We'll be more specific. What exactly is it that you come across? I have a very good command of English. Okay, that's good. That's good to have that command. So what is it that I find it hard to express things like a native would do? And the reason why that you have that issue is because you're being taught by textbooks that are created by your own country. Your own country is half-assing everything. Oh, it's good enough. I think it will make enough sense. So they go, they won't know. They're just learning English. and then you go to the States and you speak like that, and they're going to look like you're speaking another language, you know. So that's what it is that you guys will come across. Hey guys, okay, I see a lot of people in my YouTube chat. Oh, really quickly guys, if there are people that do throw a chat in, I do have something that's kind of fun. Is if you do throw a chat in, I will be able to hear your messages. If I don't see your message, like if you say hello or something, you'll be able to, I'll be able to hear the message with ease. So if you guys are in there, let me see. Yeah. So I should be...
Streamers Inc. Welcome to my channel.
There we go.
Own 3D.
See that?
Welcome to my channel. Stream Elements.
We'll wait for him to stop
Welcome to my channel. Kofa Streambit. Welcome to my channel.
So here is a question I have for you guys. It's how many of you feel like you've been learning English for years, but you cannot speak it fluently? So those who have been studying for years, who keep it up, right? So they have this problem. So you've been studying for years, but you feel like you're not getting anywhere. All right, that's what I want to know. So what is it that you guys entail for that? What is it that... yeah, so that's what I want to know. So let me write that question in. Welcome everyone who is lurking away.
Teacher
Thank
Grant
you for all the likes. I appreciate it.
How many of you feel like you've been learning English for years, but still can't speak fluently?
So you guys are welcome to answer in the Discord. You guys are welcome to answer on the stage. But I'd like to know that. And I'm going to also open up the stage if you guys would like to come up and share your answer. So I want to know that. So how many of you feel like you've been learning English for years, but you still can't speak fluently? Let me know. All right. And I see a lot of lurkers, I guess. I don't know who's here. If you're in the, because I can see there's 15 people watching. But if you're in the channel, let me know. I'm going to do some membership giveaways. I'm looking at the polls, and also vote on the polls. So the biggest struggle, somebody said speaking fluently. Somebody said expanding their vocabulary. There's 2 people that interacted with the poll there. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's really the top 2 I get. So I want to know more though. So tell me more. And then on top of that question I'm asking, I want to know 2 more questions I have for you. So and to kind of give you guys a little bit of relief, I'm gonna try my best to give you some steps on how you guys can kind of skyrocket yourselves. You know, I want you to be able to become more fluent. I want you to become more confident. All right, that is what I want to gain out of this. All right, if you're in the chat, it's good if you give me a chat, because I will be giving away memberships free. You don't have to do anything if you have the
Teacher Grant said, what's your biggest struggle speaking, listening, vocabulary, or pronunciation?
I probably should turn myself off. So I want to know that. So that's kind of a poll there. I want to know if it is indeed pronunciation, if it's speaking fluently, if it's understanding native speakers, if it's the pronunciation. I want to know like what the biggest struggles are, okay? I want to know. Okay, I see another person said expanding their vocabulary. So that seems to be the winner of the poll there. So, yeah, that's a big one. Vocab is one I hear a lot. I started to learn English 6 months ago and I feel good. What is your advice? Well, it's good that you've started 6 months ago, but you got a long road ahead unless you got like a brain the size of if you got a sponge brain. So I give you kudos for starting to learn 6 months ago. If you're starting fresh, which I don't think you are, and is it Henry U.S. or Henry S.? So, I mean, that's good. If you're feeling good and you have your own strategy, that you've been going with. I don't know what your study mechanisms are, or what your patterns are, but definitely, if that is something that you're doing, you did 6 months ago, keep going. Make sure you're dedicating yourself at least 5 to 10 minutes a day when it comes to speaking English. So if you're in the chat, let me know, because I can give out memberships, but I think they have to catch you in a chat on the YouTube channel for me to be able to grant that. So I can give 5 memberships today. So the first 5 people that are chatting it up in the YouTube live, I will grant the 5 memberships to you guys. So let me look at my other points, guys. So what we're going to talk about today is why most English learners struggle and how to fix it. Best ways to improve your speaking skills. How to train your ears to understand fast English. And the secrets to building a strong vocabulary. And last of all, and I'll probably go through more of these as well, how to improve your pronunciation and sound more natural. So as I said, I want you guys to, and you've already done this, you drop your biggest challenge. And I think a lot of you guys said that the biggest challenge is vocab, the biggest challenge is understanding, biggest challenge is fluency. What do you mean less vocab? You mean that you don't have a lot of vocab built up. So vocab as well. Let me take a look at the poll if you guys are answering. Okay, I see. Okay, another person said that understanding native speakers as well. So that is also another struggle. So yeah, let me see here. So yeah, we got a lot of people voting, which is nice. We're getting a lot of interaction. We have 2 that said expanding vocab. We have someone that said understanding native speakers. We have someone who said speaking fluently. Yep, it's up there. So I want to... So I'm going to explain something. So in my opinion, why are there so many people that struggle with English, okay? So I'm going to tell you like it is, okay? I'm going to tell you why. I've been learning English for years, and it made me realize it takes a long time to master a given language unless you have a brain of a child. Seducer, you're 100% right. Unless you have a brain of a child, it's going to take exceptionally longer for you guys to be able to learn another language. If you're German and you're going to learn, I don't know, Thai or Chinese or Japanese or any language, not just English, you know, your brain is no longer the brain of a child, right? Your brain is no longer the brain of a child. You have an adult-sized brain. Your brain is not small enough to absorb everything that you're learning. So your mind is taking away so many other things that you've learned in your life that it doesn't have time to absorb that language. So for you to be able to attain that language, it's definitely something that's going to take exceptionally a longer time. My major is international economy and trade in English. So that's why I'm here to help, sir. Awesome. Here to help. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay, thank you for that. Again, guys, if you put yourself in the live and you chat it up to help me, teacher. I'm here to help me, teacher. I don't understand what you're saying. You might want to brush up your sentence structure. Maybe rewrite what you're trying to say, Mr. Henry. Anyways, I'm going to continue on. A lot of people want to solely focus on spoken English, but if you're going to write in English, I don't know what to say about that. All right, guys. So most learners focus on the wrong things, and this is something that they focus on, and this is what kills them, metaphorically speaking. Too much grammar or not enough English speaking. So you're focused on grammar and you're not focused on spoken English, and that's where those worlds collide, and then your speaking is just a mess. So, no. In my opinion, no. Ask non-natives, but maybe it helps them better to learn English. I don't know. I want to work on my American English. Written English is not that bad, I guess, because I've been used to write written. So if your writing is not, are you saying your writing is bad or your writing is good? Your written English is bad or your written English is... I want to work on my American English. Written English is not that bad, I guess, because I've used to write written. So any tips on that? Well, your writing is not good. I can tell you that, Mr. Reality. So I don't know what you're actually asking. I'm sorry. Your writing is not good. I can tell you just by your first message there. But as far as accents go, a lot of times people will mimic or mirror or echo what others are saying. Shadowing. That's the word, shadowing. A lot of people will shadow what is said in a movie or a TV show clip or something. But that's something that a lot of people will do to imitate the accent. Is they will listen and then re-speak. I just explained, Henry. When you're shadowing something, it means that you listen to it, then you imitate it. So you listen, you imitate. You listen, you imitate. And then what you try to do is when people shadow, they take the video clip, put the closed caption on, mute that video, and then try to imitate the way they speak and compare it. So you could take your favorite video clip and you could imitate exactly what is being said. All right. Really quickly, guys, I am indeed live I'm live on YouTube. So this is being recorded. You guys will be able to rewatch this class. You guys can follow along. You guys can chat. Yeah, I don't know why. That was weird. That is weird. Now I will be changing the image there. Anywho, let's keep going, guys. I'll tell you some more tips here. Another thing is they're afraid of making mistakes. But as everyone knows, if you don't make mistakes, you're not perfect. If you say that you're perfect at something, then you're not perfect. To become perfect is to make mistakes. Because if you don't make mistakes, then you have nothing to learn from. So if you're making mistakes, then you have something to learn from. Okay? So when it comes to too much grammar and not enough speaking, you start speaking from day one. Talking is how we learn. So you focus on talking, then that's going to be your focus point. And then you're going to be able to utilize that. When you're afraid of making mistakes, if you think in English, if you think in English, then you're going to force your brain to connect in English words to ideas. All right? You're translating in your head, and that's going to slow your speaking down. And that's another reason why people struggle. So people are struggling because they're focused on the wrong things when it comes to speaking English. They're afraid to make mistakes, but mistakes are how you learn. They translate in your head, they translate, right? And that slows down the speaking. And they only learn passively, watching, listening, but not practicing speaking. So you're learning by watching, you're learning by listening, but you're not learning by speaking, okay? And that's going to slow you down. So let me ask you guys something. How often, and this is, I don't think you guys are going to be honest with me, but I want you to be honest. Okay, so how often do you actually speak English? How often do you guys speak English? All right, we have more, only the four people that answered the
Teacher
poll, by the
Grant
way.
said, how often do you actually speak English in your daily life? Be honest.
Okay. So, how often does everyone speak English in their daily life? How long do you guys dedicate yourselves to do that? And guys, the stage is open, by the way. So if anyone wants to come up and share, knock themselves out, I would love to hear from you. Come up on stage and share. Perfect. Yeah. You guys can answer and hang out with me and answer the questions. So we'll go with Yash first. Hey Yash, what's up? Yash, I'm gonna have to check my. I don't know. Can you guys hear him, or is it just me? Can you guys hear Yash, or is it just me? Oh, hold on one second. I'll fix it, guys. Hold on. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll fix it. Hold on. Sorry, Yash. Go ahead. My mic was inputted wrong. Speak again, Yash.
Yes.
I can't
Hi.
hear you.
Um,
Hey, Yash. What's up? So, did you hear my question, or did you just get here?
No, I heard your question that how often do you speak English with your
Perfect.
colleagues, right?
Yes,
So
please do.
I'm from India basically. So usually in India we will speak mostly the native languages. So we will be speaking and communicating in Hindi.
Okay.
So I
So
don't
that's not my
find
question.
such.
How often do you speak English?
I think on Discord itself, mostly speaking in English. In
Okay.
personal, like when I am commuting with people, so I rarely commute in English. So we don't have such people around us who speak in English. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for sharing that. But pay attention to the question at hand. I don't need to hear a story about how everyone speaks Hindi. I know that. You're in India, they speak Hindi. It's a given. I was only curious about you, my friend. So that's a good listening
Okay.
exercise. So make sure you're listening. All right, I'll go to Mr. Hitch. Thank you, Yash. Thank you. All right, Mr. Hitch, what's going on?
Hello. Um, okay, so for me actually I do speak English on daily basis, but not for like many hours because I speak English only on Discord, so I have some language exchange partners on the United States, and I think they are tolerating the level of speaking so I can understand. Yeah, that's it. So I can say that I practice it maybe 2 hours a day, something like that.
Oh wow, that's really good. That's a good strategy. And so I had a question I asked earlier. I want to look at my notes. Can you
Yeah, sure.
guys tell me what we are talking about? Lala, look in the event calendar, and it will tell you everything. Be a good reading exercise for you, Miss Lala. All right. So I had a question I asked earlier, and I almost lost my train of thought. So okay, so do you feel like I proposed a question in here that said that you feel like you've been speaking English for such a long time that you don't feel like you've achieved your goal, or you feel kind of at a loss going, or do you feel confident and comfortable where you are? That's not what
Uh,
it is,
like
Remy.
Like for communication, I can communicate easily, but because I'm like studying English studies, like I'm studying English literature, so I'm supposed to have a higher level than that. I'm trying to switch, so because my level is actually B2, I'm trying to achieve C1, something that will allow me to understand uh, more like English more, especially when watching, for example, movies, something like that.
So it sounds to me that you don't have that like, oh, I'm not where I need to be. But I'm sure you have friends and acquaintances that can relate to it, like their struggles. And I can see that the way you speak, the way you articulate, you speak in a flow, which is really good. Um, the part I noticed from you, and this is just being, it's not meant to be the meaning, or not. That's the wrong word. It's not meant to be a put down. Like you're speaking with a flow. You're speaking with, and the accents. That's not the problem. It's what my advice to get to that C1 level is more clarity, more naturality, more, as they say, word flow, linking the words, connected speech, and that's what I would say would be my advice to those who want to be at an upper level, to be more natural. As you can hear the way I speak, I'm not stopping.
Yeah.
Well, Americans never stop talking. But you can see in the flow of how I speak, how I articulate it. That's the stress. I think is what is it? Word stress, connected speech, and there's one other word I'm trying to think of. It starts with A, but articulate maybe articulation. Maybe that's the word.
Pronunciation? Yeah, like
No, it's not
articulation.
pronunciation. It's in the category of linking words. Linking
Oh,
words,
okay.
connected speech. Yeah, linking words, connected speech, and there's one other part of it that's there. It's not necessarily pronunciation, but it's when you're adding the emotion. Like I'm excited. It's like I'm excited. I get to go hiking today. It's the tone. Maybe it's tone. So
Oh,
it's
tone.
linking. It's connected speech, linking words, and the tone, and those are the three elements, in my opinion, that are going to help those get to those upper levels. Like you're at a fluency where you can hold a conversation with language exchange partners and stuff. So I want to. I'm gonna articulate, guys, what we're talking about today. So those who are too lazy to look in the event calendar and wanting to get answers from the audience, that's fine. But the main reason I'm holding this is the title says it itself: Master English, Speak, Listen, Think Like a Native. So I'm just kind of giving my 2 cents, letting you guys come up, share your 2 cents, and that's basically the rough structure of this lecture or this conversation. I don't know if it's a lecture, or lesson. I guess it's more, I don't know. Just more like as a motivational, What can you guys do to better yourselves? All right. You've earned the spot, Mr. Hitch. I'll go on to the next part of it, and then you're
Okay,
welcome
thank
to
you.
this. And you're welcome just to chime in and give your 2 cents after I say something. You can definitely articulate. Just interrupt whenever you want. You got a golden
Thanks.
seat, and no one else is asking to come up. So I'd love for you to chime in what I mention and say, because who better to hear from than somebody who's learning English themselves? There was a question I was asked earlier, Mr. Hitch. Someone said, they asked it earlier, it was a beginner learner. They said, where is it? She said, is grammar important? She said, when learning. Is it important to memorize grammar? What is that answer in your opinion? I've given my native response. I don't necessarily think it's important, unless it comes down to writing an assignment. But when it comes to speaking, in my opinion, I think it's not going to really. I mean, if you know the basics, sure, but you don't necessarily need to memorize the encyclopedia of grammar. But what is your 2 cents on that, Mr. Hitch?
So clearly, she's asking about like that question is about grammar. Is it important?
Yeah, she said, is it important to memorize grammar? And she is a beginner.
Actually,
learner.
I think if the goal is just to communicate, it's not that important. You need to know the basics, like the tenses, things that will help you to convey the message. But like, don't focus on grammar in terms of rules and stuff, and focus on it, because maybe English teachers, when they teach the language, they try to teach grammar inductively. So they don't show you, for example, this is passive voice, this is active voice, and this is, sorry, like connected speech, and that they try to um, design like activities that will help you learn these rules without thinking that they are rules. So
Yeah,
that's it. Try
it's
just
not like
to,
they integrate.
yeah.
They integrate it without specifically saying, "Hey, passive." I mean, to be honest, I can't describe to you passive and what is it, non-passive. I can't explain that because as I mean, I don't know with your native tongue. I don't know what your native tongue is, Mr. Hitch. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Darija, like, yeah,
Sorry?
it's Moroccan Darija. Moroccan,
In
Moroccan Darija.
Moroccan, okay. So in Moroccan, as a native, as someone who speaks it, right? Did you like learn the nitty gritty of it when in grammar, or was it just all naturally taught? Right? It was naturally taught to you, right? But when I want to learn it, I'm gonna probably have to learn the nitty gritty of the grammar. Probably, you know, just as an example. Does that make sense?
Uh, like as a first language, it was like like when children try to learn the language, they just imitate
Yeah, they
the behavior.
speak, they imitate, they say, yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like, so when I get asked all these grammar questions, I go, that's why I say, and this is the best advice. I mean, I think this is a high praise. You ask non-native, you ask at least a B, I don't know, maybe B1 level, B2 level, non-native English learner that's actually like learn the book rules if they need to, like if it's necessary, you know. So thank you for clearing that up, because I mean, from you, you said exactly what I was thinking. It's not important unless it's like part of the assignment. So so a lot of people might feel that they've been learning English for years, like I said to you, but they're struggling or they're not at where they want to be. So, and again, I've mentioned, okay, I'm just going to recap for those who joined. Focusing on the wrong things. Too much grammar, not enough speaking. Making mistakes. This is how you learn. If you don't, as I kind of mentioned, if you're not making mistakes, then you're not perfect. Translating. You're doing too much translating, you're going to screw it all up. It's going to get mixed up. It's not going to make any sense. And they're learning things like they're watching and listening, but they're not practicing. So if you speak from day one, that is how you learn. Talking is how you learn. If you think in English, you force your brain to connect English words to ideas. And the 3-second rule. If you hesitate for more than 3 seconds, just say whatever comes to mind. Okay? So, and as I asked people in the chat, this is the reason why I brought you guys up, was to tell me how often you speak. And Mr. Hitch is speaking 2 hours a day, give or take. Maybe he takes a break during the week, who knows. Now how we speak more fluently, as I mentioned, shadowing. So you're muting the video, you have the captions on, you listen first, then you try to copy. All right. Guys, keep chatting and asking questions, so I know you guys are here. Otherwise, I feel like I'm just talking to myself. But I guess it's a lecture, so I guess that's the reason why they don't type. So I go on, let's see here. So, as I mentioned with shadowing, listen, repeat, copy, imitate. All right. So listen, repeat, copy, imitate. How do we improve our listening skills and understand? So fast speech makes it harder. You have to train your ears for real life speed. If you're listening passively isn't enough. Listening passively is not enough. So you need to have active listening and a speaking response. So slang, connected speech, accents adds difficulty. So you watch more English content without subtitles. You listen to a phrase, pause, repeat. Take your favorite American movie, repeat that scene. You know, you want the truth, you can't handle the truth. I'm walking here. Whatever, right? Would you like a cup of tea? You know, whatever. I'm not British, by the way. Now, a question for you guys, and Mr. Hitch, you can answer openly. What English accent is now not... When I say English accent, I mean native English accent, I guess, is what I'm going to ask. What English accent is hardest for you to understand? What is the English accent, guys? In the audience, answer, please. Is it Australian? Is it Irish? UK, interesting. UK, okay. Australian, is it from New Zealand? Is it from Ireland? Now, mind you, South Africa is considered... Well, there's a lot of... To be honest, there's a lot of countries that are native. But I'm thinking of the 7. You know, I'm thinking of America, Canada, Ireland, New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, and America. Did I say America? South Africa. Now, I want to say something, Henry. A lot of people will say they're from South Africa, but in actuality, some of them say they are, but they're from the next door country. All right? So they say they're from next door, right? I mean, they say they're from South America, but... South African, but they're actually next door. Because I've heard South Africans, and I've heard people who say they're from South Africa, but they're not. So... I would be mindful on that. Because they can't actually be articulated right. Oh, Scottish. Scottish? Scottish? I can't do it. Scottish. Scottish? Is that Scottish? Scottish?
Yeah.
Beer? No, I only can say the word Scottish. That's it. That's all I got. Anyways. But I'm not here to, how to say, make fun of the accents. Hey, how does this accent sound? Does everyone like the way I speak this way? I don't even know what accent I'm using. It's a mix of everything, because I've been all over the world. Or I can do the crocodile hunter. Oh, croaky! There's a crocodile just down the river. Oh, what is this?
It sounds like New Zealand.
It does. It sounds like from New Zealand. I had no idea. We just have to be careful. And I can't keep talking like this, or people are going to come in and say that I'm this white guy who sounds like he's from New Zealand. Good day, mate. No offense. It's impressive. I appreciate your... I just can't...
Well, I like the isn't it this?
It's hard. Now, I could do an Indian accent, and if people are going to be offended, that's fine. But it's, thank you for calling Apple Support. My name is John. How can I help you today? Yeah, I'm having an issue with my iPhone. It's not turning on. I'm so sorry to hear that you're having problems with your Apple device. I'd be more than happy to help you. May I please have your... Now I'm sounding like I'm Irish. Oh my gosh, I just started to speak in an Indian accent. Now I sound like I'm Irish. Yeah, I have a mixed salad of accents, guys. All right, focus, Teacher Grant, focus. Hey, like I said, guys, I have big plans. I can give away 10 memberships, but nobody's in the... It's fine. I'm going to close that offer now. I do have a special offer after class will end, by the way. So class will end in about 9 minutes, and I have an exclusive offer for you guys. I want to continue before I get sidetracked. As you know, as you probably figured out, Mr. Hitch, Americans get sidetracked a lot. So that's just the way it is. All right. Now vocab. That's another one too. The thing is I have a thing about vocab. Like, unless they're speaking very basic vocab, mannerisms. I don't know about that. Like, I mean, it's not like you're gonna give a speech to be the president of the United States, right? Like, you're not going up on stage and giving an inspirational, motivational speech. Let's talk about this. What's the best way to learn more words? Well, in context, you can learn them through listening to TV, watching TV, conversations. The 5-time rule. If you see a word 5 times in different situations, you'll remember it. Instead of big, use huge, enormous, massive, gigantic. Instead of good, say excellent, fantastic, incredible, mind-blowing. Mind-blowing maybe is like if you're trying to like do a clickbait trigger for YouTube, may use the word mind-blowing. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, guys, vocab is kind of in line with like grammar. I mean, it's good to know more words, but you'll gradually get there, you know. Your pronunciation, sounding more natural, more native. So the secret is pronunciation. It's muscle training. You use your mouth to practice moving in a new way. Your okay, here we go. Intonation, rhythm, word flow, linking, combining, connected speech. That was also another one too. That's the word I was thinking of, Mr. Hitch. Intonation and rhythm. I say this. I think apart from the accent is also here. I think part of the accent is also has something to do with the words that are using that are difficult from what we are used to. For instance, in the Philippines, we use elevator, and in another country, we call it a lift. How was that?
That's just perfect.
If I can see something, I can try. Good, very good. I don't know. Maybe I'll have some fun. You guys write an appropriate sentence, and I'll try to imitate the British and kill the UK native teachers in our English hub and butcher their accent. Or I can talk like this, like I'm from Texas. I think apart from the accent, it also has something to do with the words that are using that are different from what we are used to. For instance, in the Philippines, we use elevator, but in another country, we call it a lift. Alright, back to focusing, Grant. Alright, okay, so I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna be honest, no one's gonna notice if you're saying a word wrong. Okay, so someone might say the word comfortable, right? But it's just comfortable, right? Vegetable. Maybe they'll say vegetable or comfortable, right? Where it's just comfortable, right? Vegetable is just vegetable. So, yeah. Elevator is still cup of tea. Elevator is still a common word. All right. So, what are some words that you feel that you have a difficult time pronouncing, guys? And really quickly, guys, if you just got here, I have some good news. There is I am live, so you guys can replay this lesson. You might have to skip through some parts where I'm rambling, but it's generally the same. I want to challenge myself with a native speaker if he can understand me. I'm pretty sure, Henry, you haven't even raised your hand. Henry, you have not even raised your hand. Oh gosh, now I'm speaking like a British Texan. I drank a bottle of water on Tuesday morning. I drank a bottle of water on Tuesday morning. Yeah, I can't. Is that right? Bottle of water. Hello, Henry. How you been? Can't do it. Mr. Henry. Hello. Mr. Henry, you're going once. Mr. Henry, we cannot hear you going twice. You're not even lighting up. Look at your light. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
Somebody say
teacher,
we
can you hear me now?
Yes, all
Can you hear
can
me
hear
now?
you. Yes, I can. Go ahead, Henry.
I'm here to challenge myself to talk with a native speaker if I can understand you or no.
If you can understand me, you've been listening to me the whole time, right?
Yeah.
And can you understand?
We're gonna say 50, yeah. Because I just started learned English 6 months ago.
Okay. So, or have you been able? So, out of the percentage, and this is not a bad thing to me. You can be honest. This is not like, oh, I only can understand this much. That's fine. You're a beginner learner, right? So you've been here the whole time, I think, right? Since we
Yes.
started about 45 minutes ago. How much percentage have you been able to understand? 20%, 30%?
70%.
70. Okay, that's pretty good for a beginner's learner. Okay, and I'll be
Yeah.
honest, I'm probably not speaking at a. I'm not speaking slow enough for a lot of people, and maybe Mr. Hitch would be able to. I don't know. I'm not when I say the word rate, Mr. Hitch. In your opinion, Mr. Hitch, the way I've been speaking, aside from me joking around. In your opinion, what level would you say someone would need to be to understand at least 70 to 80%? Henry, I mean, you're just starting and you said you understood 70%. I'm
Yes.
assuming Mr. Hitch could understand everything.
70%.
Even when I went into accent mode, Mr. Hitch, you probably understood. Maybe 99%. Maybe there's one or two words you didn't hear me say, but I mean, unless I'm wrong, were there portions of what I said inaudible to you?
I think it was like I would say that people who have the level of like between A2 and B1
Okay.
understand like 60%.
Okay. Yeah, that's where I feel. And even with my A2 students, I teach kids, by the way. So my A2 students, I even will like tone it. Well, depending on who they are. I have some really bright students. This is not a dig at you, Mr. Hitch, and this is because you said you're not a kid. And anyone who considers himself fluent, I'm gonna be bluntly honest. The children in my class will blow you guys away. Blow you guys out of the hole. Like fluency is there as a kid level. You know, I have B1 levels, like almost like, and he's 8 years old. He's from Vietnam. He's 8 years old. He speaks phenomenally well. Like he can have a conversation like normally, just a normal conversation, just like an 8-year-old would. But if you guys are going, oh, but I'm fluent or I'm near native. No. The kids I'm teaching are near native. Bottle. Hey, JD, you're Vietnamese. That's awesome. I live in Vietnam, by the way. I'm in Ho Chi Minh, District 7. Chúc mong nong moi. Chúc mong nong moi. Did I say that right, Jaden? Chúc mong nong moi. I think. Hitch, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying, do you?
I don't know. I think it's in Vietnamese, but I don't know.
Well, it is Vietnamese. Jaden, did you hear me? Do you know what I said? If Jaden doesn't know what I said, then I just butchered the language. Chúc mong nong moi. Or he'll know what I'm trying to say. Jaden, don't make me look like a fool. Write out what I said. Just write what I said, please.
Teacher, I have a question.
Go for it, Henry.
What's the best method to learn English? Is like reading a book or just listening to native speaker like podcast or something like that?
Speaking,
Speaking.
listening, watching. And I'm going to say it for Jaden again. Okay, Jaden, are you ready? Chúc mong nong moi. Chúc đông năm mới. Chúc đông năm mới. I just. Oh, Jaden knows! Yay! I feel special. Oh, Mr. Hitch, I'll give you a clue. China and Vietnam, Korea and Thailand are celebrating this holiday. Korea? Definitely China and Vietnam. They're celebrating this holiday right now.
Really?
It's
They have a
theirs.
holiday?
Kind
Of
of.
a holiday, yeah.
Well, do you know what it is, Henry?
Yeah,
You
I'm
guys
in
know?
China now. I'm Shanghai, actually.
Oh, you're in Shanghai. Then you know what they're. Oh, you're Chinese, Henry, right?
No, I'm not Chinese. I'm Moroccan.
Oh, Morocco. But you know what they're celebrating, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was trying to say in Vietnamese, my horrible Vietnamese, is Happy New Year. So it's Chok.
Or no Vietnam or Thailand, but Chinese, yes. We have a holiday like around 15 days.
Yeah, in China and in Vietnam. I think Thailand, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone who's from Thailand can confirm that. They have a similar holiday. And I want to say some countries in Asia. I want to say South Korea too, but I could be wrong. But I know Vietnam.
No.
You think
I
what?
think Laos.
Laos does
Do you
it.
know Laos?
I do.
I think so.
But what about Thailand? Can someone look that up? Are they celebrating that this year? I know like they don't all call it the same thing, but it's like very similar. Like honestly, like China and Vietnam, they pretty much celebrate the same thing. It's just their own version. Yeah, you gotta request, Jaden. I don't know why. You guys gotta figure out how to use Discord, dude. Yeah, Jaden, there's a hand. I didn't close the stage. Oh, I gotta go soon too. All right, what do you want to say, Jaden? You got final say, final words. We can't hear you.
Hello,
It's
Mr.
gonna. Huh?
Hello, Mr.
Hi, Jaden. What's up?
Well, I have been learning English since I was, I think, 6 years old or 7 years old.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, Jaden, how old are you now?
I am right now. I'm 15 years old.
How are you forgetting about the holiday? You're on holiday right now. What do you mean you forgot about it?
I'm on holiday right now.
I'm confused. What do you mean you forgot about the holiday?
I can't hear properly when you said.
That's what you meant. Okay. But you understood me, right? Did you understand me?
Yeah. Now I understand.
Okay.
I understand it now.
Okay, cool. Okay, got it. That's what you mean by forgot. Sorry. I thought you meant that you forgot it was the holiday. But you mean that you didn't hear me. I gotcha. Cool. Yeah, I teach kids your age. Actually, a little bit younger than you. And if your parents want to reach out to me, they can. I'll get you into one of my Zalo groups. Get them into the Zalo group because it's for them. But the open classes I have, Jaden, might be boring for you because the majority that join are about 6 to 12. Sometimes older will join because they like to be part of the environment and help out. But it's ultimately up to you. I have an open class Sunday at 8:30 a.m. So it's up to you if you're interested. But I prefer your parents reach out to me. I'll give them the Zalo link, and that's for them to join. It's meant like an announcement group for them. So if you want, you can reach out to me. You can send me a message. So, anyways, guys, JD, you had last say. That was awesome. I am going to go swimming now because I have a class at 6 p.m. So I just had the one class, and then that's it. And 7 o'clock, guys, I'll be doing another YouTube live about goals and aspirations for the new year. So I'll be doing that tonight, YouTube live, if you guys want. Oh, so Henry and Mr. Hitch. Oh, Henry, you're an hour ahead of me, right? You're in China, so you're an hour ahead, right? It is 5 p.m., right, Henry?
Sorry, teacher, I didn't catch it.
What time is it over there?
What time is it? Like it's 5 p.m. Like 5
Got it.
7 p.m.
Got it. Okay. So at 8, oh no, if you have a VPN, you can watch it, but I'll be going live on YouTube. Talking
Yes, I have. Like, just give me your channel. I'm gonna be
Oh
there.
yeah, I'm gonna give that to. Oh well, actually, if you scroll up, you hit the live link. You can go to my channel that way.
Okay.
And then also, guys, this is kind of bad news because a lot of people have not done this, but this is the last day for the membership deal I have. It won't really resonate with you, Jaden. I would suggest if you're gonna do this, if your parents wanted to do this, they would.
Teacher, your channel is Teacher Grant?
524.
Okay.
But guys, click the link.
Done.
Click the link. Yeah, click the link. Also, guys, I have a deal when I do private classes. Again, Jaden, that's not really for you, but because your parents would pay me to my Vietnamese bank. But for everyone else, I don't know if those discounts will work. But if you go to the page, you'll be able to book it. It's today is the last day, basically. $15 a month, you get 2 20-minute classes, and so $15 a month, you get 2 20-minute classes, and then if there's 10 people in the group, I will give you guys 10 group classes that month. So and then the price goes back to normal in February, and you will not like what the price will be. So today is the last deal for that. So Mr. Hitch, I don't know what time it is over there, but I will be going live at 7 p.m. Vietnam time. So it's 4 p.m. Saturday right now. So
Okay, 6 hours.
Oh, are you 6
hours ahead.
hours
Like, I'm 10. I'm 10 a.m. right now.
Wait, you're behind, right? You're behind me.
Yeah.
You're behind me, right?
You're ahead. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm ahead.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm 6 hours. I'm 6 hours ahead of you. Yes. So it will be. Oh, that means if I'm live, it'll be 6. No, I'm sorry. I'll be going live in 3 hours, and that will be
1
a.m. over there.
probably.
So 1 p.m. over there. Yeah. Okay. Sorry for it. I'm closing class.
What time is it now?
4.
What time is it now, teacher, in USA?
Oh, in the U.S., I don't know.
4. It depends on the time.
I don't live in the U.S., guys. I live in Vietnam. It's like 4 a.m. New York time, but I'm in Vietnam. So, all right, guys. I love you all. I gotta go. If you guys need to book a VIP class, do it. Or as I mentioned, also there are also many Discord channels you can go to. Pronunciation channel, English learning channel. Lots of channels you can go to practice. I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, tag me in the Discord. If you guys want to book a VIP class, you can do that as well. I believe my one-on-one classes are 10. I think I have one that says $10 for 20 minutes. Or maybe it's less. Maybe it's for 30 minutes. So I have $10 for 30 minutes, I believe. But that's today only. You can book those today only. So, yeah. Any questions about that, just send me a message. Let me know. I got to hightail it. I want to swim before my class starts. And I'll be live on YouTube in 3 hours. So, see you then.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, teacher,
All
forever.
right, no problem. All right, talk later, guys. Bye-bye. Oh.